thinking about turning it into a cut flower holder. Let me know if you want to see a video on me doing that. Arr. Bow wow, everybody. Yes, an overwhelming amount of you, that being 2, wanted to see me turn this into a cut flower holder. And since when I promise something, I might do it, I've decided to do it. And I've decided to start by hitting it with a hammer. Now you might be thinking, you hit that with a hammer, you might break it. And guess what? I broke it. So now I've had to go shopping because I need to make a cut flower holder out of something else. Yes, I did really break that plaque and I'm sorry. But I did find these lights, so that's kind of cool, right? Hey, maybe I can even keep from breaking these. Maybe not. So I'm actually going to use the broken plaque as an inspiration for some type of planter holder for cut flowers. And I found these vases, I found this wooden base. I'm probably not going to use the vase tops. But I'm going to glue these down to the base. I'm going to glue these down to the base. What is going on? I'm going to glue these down to the base. I need to open the glue. Hey, what do you know? When you open the glue, it comes out. Now, my interpretation of that plaque was more of like a fairy tale castle. I was going to have flowers coming out of the tops of it. And so now I'm going to have to try to recreate that with stuff that I found at the dollar store. And that's why I chose these shapes, these cylindrical shapes, which is a very difficult word for me to say. And I found these lights. I think I've already mentioned that. And you know how much I love lights. So I'm going to start putting these around the base of these vases. The goal is to have these light up at the end of the video, and you're all surprised and amazed that I was able to do that, even though I'm showing you what I'm doing. The plaque that I broke had so many wonderful colors. That's why I really liked it. And hopefully these lights that change colors are going to add that factor to this project. I'm going to apply these lights inside out so that they shine into the glass, which hopefully creates a dramatic effect. Now, for those of you who have ever lived in a palace or a castle, wow, that's incredible. But you probably had a door, and we need a door for our colorful castle, which is very difficult for me to say, but I think that's an awesome name for this, right? Colorful castle. I don't know where the flower part comes in that we've talked about, but it'll work out in the end. Now, we're going to make this door or drawbridge out of some colored popsicle sticks. And this process makes me a little lightheaded. Actually, it's probably the glue. Because I'll mention I've had to switch to a much stronger glue than what I first started with because that glue said not for glass, which I didn't read. And so when I glued these things down, everything just kind of fell off. So now I've had to reapply it with some different glue, which is, woo! That looks like a tongue. I don't know if that's the glue talking. Now for the outside of this castle, I'm going to use these glass cabochons, I think they're called. I found these on the side of the road. Somebody was throwing them out like 5 years ago with Brickle and Digby. And I've used them in almost every craft project I've ever done because I have tons of them. And this process is a little boring, so I'm going to speed it up. Just like you're probably going to speed up this entire video. Now, who doesn't like surveying their domain? I mean, I don't. I don't think anyone does. Unless you live in a palace. Then just something you do. But you can't do it from the ground floor. So we're going to give our people here a gantry near the top of these towers to do whatever that is that means that you do. And during this sequence, you can also look for pieces that fall off even after I've glued them. I need to switch glues again. Now, a palace without a roof is more like a ruin. So we're going to start shaping a roof out of this green florist block. You know what could go in there? A flower. That's right. So now we're getting to the flower part. I'm going to cut the tops of these brushes off, and this is going to act like a chimney and also a vase for our cut flowers when this is finally finished. Now, right now, our roof just reminds me of a topiary, you know, where they take like a shrub and they manicure it into something that looks like an animal or a different shape. That's really awesome. It doesn't have anything to do with what we're doing here, but still, I really like it. For this, though, we're going to take those popsicle sticks again and use them as like a shake on top of the roof. And during this next sequence, I'm actually going to go look up some interesting topiaries. Why not? You know, I just found out that some topiaries take 3 to 10 years to make. We don't have that much time, so I'm just going to spread some glue around here and then sprinkle some moss on it. And it's kind of be like when you look at clouds and you like see different shapes in the clouds. Well, this will be our topiary. You can just look at the moss and whatever shape you see, that's what it is. Topiary. Okay, now adding the water. We are so close. You probably can smell the flowery roof. This is kind of like topiary, you know? You're taking a roof, making it look like a rose or a flower, or at least reverse topiary, where you're taking a roof and using it as a vase for a flower. Yeah, reverse topiary. Topiary. Ah. Here we go. Wow. Beautiful. I think what I like most about this are the roses. So if I'm ever tempted to do anything like this again, I'm just going to get a potted plant.
Yo ho ho!